Hey, what is going on, guys? Thanks for checking out this video of my sports Gematria. In this video, I'm going to go over the NBA game for Tuesday, June 29th, 2021. I'm going to show you highlights of each side, and it's going to be up to you to determine who you think will win based on the numbers. I encourage you to add additional information on top of this if needed for you to feel confident in your own pick. And if for some reason you're curious to know who I'm picking in these games, you'll have to join my Patreon where my picks are always in writing, underlined, and italicized. For more information on that, please read the description of this video. I wish you guys the best of luck in your picks today. Let's go ahead and get into the game. We're going to be looking at the Eastern Conference Finals Game 4 between the Bucks and the Hawks. On this side of the screen is what I call my daily numbers, date numerology, Gregorian, and Hebrew calendar. This side of the screen is what I call my game numbers, so numbers specific to the game. At the top here is the Bucks, the away team, their coach's record, their season record, their postseason record. In the middle here is the head-to-head records between the two teams, and at the bottom here is the home team, their season record, their postseason record, and their coach's record. Up top here, just some information on the series. It's game 4. Bucks, they can up the series 3-1, or Hawks can tie it 2-2. This is the 76th NBA playoff game for this season. I don't know what the home team record is as of yet because I'm recording this before the Suns and Clippers game 5. So depending on how that game turns out, I'll know what the home team record is for the playoffs. If the Suns beat the Clippers tonight and end their series, the Bucks and Hawks game 5 would be the 77th NBA playoff game. If the Suns don't close out the Clippers and they go to a game 6, then the Bucks and Hawks would be the 78th NBA playoff game. So that's really dependent on the Suns and Clippers game tonight, if it's going to be the 77th or 78th for game 5. But yeah, so not so good news for the Hawks. Trae Young and his ankle, his bruised bone. He's questionable for game 4, so that might not be a good thing for the Hawks. But there are some numbers here for the Hawks. Let's go ahead and look at to see if the Hawks are going to upset in game 4, and then we'll look and I'll show you numbers for the Bucks to win in game 4. So for Hawks to win this game, the first thing that sticks out to me is today does have 56 date numerology on the Gregorian. It does have 76 date numerology on the Gregorian. Atlanta Hawks sums to 76. This being the 76th NBA playoff game, the Bucks could sit on 56 wins for the season with a loss. So on a day with 56 and 76 date numerology, the 76th NBA playoff game, Bucks can sit on 56 wins for the season with the loss. Today does have 22 date numerology on the Gregorian. The Hawks could even the score 2-2, like 22 with the win. It is the Bucks coach's 79th postseason game for his career, the 22nd prime number. 22 sums to 165, and the Hawks can get their 165th postseason win as a team to go with the 2-2 score on a day with 22 date numerology. Today does have 40 date numerology on the Gregorian. The word 40 sums to 51, and Hawks can get their 51st win for the season as the Bucks sit on 56 wins for the season. If we were to look ahead, let's say the Hawks win this game and they tie the series 2-2. That means at the very least we're going to get a game 6. Right, so there'll be 6 games. If it ties 2-2, at the very least we'll get 6 games. So if we look to game 6 date numerology, this will be game 5. This would be game 6. So in game 6, if there were to be a game 6, It would be on a day with 31 and 51 date numerology for the Gregorian. And Bucks in Game 4 can get their 31st loss for the season. Hawks in Game 4 can get their 51st win for the season. And if Hawks win Game 4 and tie it 2-2, maybe the Bucks come back and win Game 5 and then head into Game 6 with 31 and 51 date numerology on the Gregorian. And Hawks sit on that 51 as Bucks sit on that 31, and they take Game 6. It would be a day leaving 181 left in the Gregorian year, which is the 42nd prime number, and it would point to maybe the Bucks winning the series 4-2. What else for the Hawks here? I think that's all I had for the Hawks, honestly. Oh, actually, not true. Also, the Hawks, they can sit on, in Game 4, they can sit on 37 losses for the season with the win, as their coach gets his 37th win all time as a coach specifically for the Hawks, while he picks up his 715th all time win for his career. And 715 is nothing more than an anagram of 157. 157 being the 37th prime number. So maybe there's something here with this 37, this anagram 715, and this 37 here. So there's potential for that as well. And then the Hawks, they could become 3-4, like 34, head to head against the Bucks for this season. We know the number 34 is fairly important for the Bucks. Giannis wears the number 34. And it is the Hawks' 43rd home game. 43 a reflection of 34. From the Bucks side, they would become 4-3, like 43, with the loss. So there's definitely some numbers here for the Hawks to potentially even the score 2-2, like 22. Now, if Bucks are going to win this game, I think they have a decent shot at it, especially now with Trey being doubtful with his ankle or his bruised bone or whatever. I think that's going to play a factor in the next couple games. This is the 3 seed Bucks versus the 5 seed Hawks. And the number 35 sums to 128. Bucks can get their 128th all-time head-to-head win against the Hawks in their 281st postseason game as a team. 218 is just an anagram of 128. Game 5 would be played on July 1st, which is the 182nd day. 182, 128, 281, 35 sums to 128, all just anagrams of each other. So Bucks could go into this Game 5, which is on the 182nd day, with 182 all-time head-to-head wins against the Hawks. It will be a day leaving 183 left. July 1st would be. And if Bucks get their 137th postseason win in Game 4, Game 5, they would get their 138th postseason win, which is basically just an anagram of 183. What else? Also, if Bucks were to go ahead and win Game 4 and up the series 3-1, they could potentially close it out in Game 5, 4-1, like 41, the 13th prime number. July 1st will have 13 date numerology on the Gregorian. It will also be the 21st day of the 4th month on the Hebrew religious, like 214. And Bucks can continue to sit on 124 all-time head-to-head losses against the Hawks with the win. 124, 214 are just anagrams of each other. Hawks, they would get their 213th postseason loss in Game 4. And then on Game 5, on the 21st day of the 4th month, like 214, they would get their 214th postseason loss as a team. And then the Hawks would get their 39th. See, they would get their 38th loss in game 4. They would get their 39th loss in game 5. 39, just like 35, the number 39 sums to 128. It'll be on the 182nd day of the Gregorian anagrams of each other. What else? What else? Oh yeah, as it being July 1st, like 7-1, 71 sums to 144, and Bucks can continue to sit on 144 postseason losses throughout the series heading into Game 5 if they win Game 4 and Game 5. Game 4, emphasis on the 4, is their 44th away game, and 44 sums to 144, and so they can continue to sit on that 144 postseason losses with the win. One thing I also missed for Game 5, potentially, if Bucks win Game 4, I was talking about how it was the 21st day of the 4th month on the Hebrew, 214. Hawks, if they lose 2 more games, they would get their 214th postseason, as they sit on 124 all-time head-to-head wins against the Bucks with the loss. If that same thing happens and Bucks win the next 2 games, the Bucks would be 12-4 for a playoff record this year. So it would be potentially a 12-4 or 1-2-4 here, a 1-2-4 here, a 2-1-4 right here, and it would all be on the 21st day of the 4th month on the Hebrew, 2-1-4. And I think that's about it. That's about it for right now. Hopefully this video helps. Hopefully it gets you guys some ideas and some inspiration and insights of what could potentially unfold in this series. I wish you guys the best of luck in your picks, and I hope you win every game that you pick. I appreciate the support. Thanks for watching.